Okay, so I'm preparing to make sure we go live. And I'm gonna let y'all know when we're live.
Jonathan says he can't hear us, so I don't know what that means. Maybe
Okay,
he.
so I'm preparing to make sure we go live. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all know when we're live.
Jonathan says he can't hear us.
Okay, we're working on it. Miss Keeling, do you want me to send this link to the teachers? You want me to send it to you and you send it to the teachers?
Yeah, if you'll send it to me, I'll send it to the teachers.
Okay. So like, then they can just go straight to YouTube and watch this just being broadcasted.
Okay.
And then I won't have to let anyone else in except teachers.
Okay.
I mean, I can, I guess, but.
Because I still have students waiting to be let in.
I just now let the rest in. I mean, we have 13 people. Not very many. Okay, I'm gonna send this link.
So.
And I'm going to make Travis the host, make you the host. All right, Travis, I made you the host.
Yeah, it says I'm the host now. Very nice.
Keeling, I'm sending it to you right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi.
Hey, Roger. All right, so I just sent it, Keeling. But there's no one else waiting to get in the waiting room as far as I can tell, but I don't have those controls. So Travis, you've got those controls now.
Okay.
And then our YouTube.
You going to eat lunch?
I think more and more are joining us now. So as you're doing that, again, welcome everybody. Glad you're here. Please take a moment to make sure your microphone is muted. We haven't started just yet, so got some more people just waiting.
And just FYI, so the live stream is going. It's a few seconds behind, but it's still.
More and more are joining us now. So as you're doing that,
There's someone saying they can't hear.
Cindy, I would say anyone who starts having problems, send them to YouTube. Because YouTube, and one of y'all probably needs to copy this link that I just put in the chat so you can keep adding it back in there or something.
Okay.
But we are sending that out to kids, so then they just go to YouTube and they won't have to worry about getting on the Zoom.
Ah, okay.
Do you think everybody has had enough time to log in? Or should we wait just a few more minutes?
Yeah, if you want to wait like maybe 2 more minutes until 1:05, that would be perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Is that the same link? Okay, let me check. Yep. Okay. So if you're just now joining us and you can't hear us or something's going wrong, click on the link in the chat to the YouTube. Give me just a second.
Hello, y'all. Y'all can't hear us because no one is speaking right now. So if you can hear me now, wonderful. If you can't hear me, then there is an issue. So can everyone hear me? Go ahead and like type in the chat, like here or like something. Yes, great. Okay, thank you. So we're just waiting for other people to join and then we will start, I believe.
The mystery is solved.
Thank you, Dr. Hopper. We appreciate you doing this, getting it going for you guys.
Well, we're very grateful for making this possible for us. We hope that this is a fun, exciting opportunity for incoming freshmen.
Oh, yes. They were pretty excited when we started talking about it. Yes. And then they got like kind of scared because of all the things I was telling them that the school offered, the different certificates and programs, and they were like, wow. So they were excited about all of that.
Well, I hope so.
I tell them this weekend to get with their parents as they're going over that information and know if they're doing E3, if they're doing traditional, and kind of have an outline of those classes they want to take, path following, those kind of things, so they be aware of it, excuse me, today. So hopefully that paid off.
Definitely. Do you think we're ready?
I think we're ready, if you're ready.
Perfect. Well, ready or not. Hi, everyone. So glad that you're here. I know that doing things by Zoom is sometimes quite challenging, so thanks for your patience right off the bat. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Dr. Hopper. I'm one of the counselors here at US Grant High School. I share that great joy and task with Ms. Thomas, and she's also here. So I have the first half of the alphabet, A through L, and Ms. Thomas has the last. So say hi, Ms. Thomas, so they know your voice.
Hi, sorry, I had a visitor in my office. I'm Miss Thomas. We are so excited for you guys to come to high school next year. If you have any questions after this, feel free to email us. You can find our email addresses on the US Grant website. So yeah, let's get going.
Very good. So I understand that this is being broadcast live on YouTube. So those of you who cannot hear us, or those that are having technical difficulties, make sure that you're following the link in the chat. I'm going to drop a couple of links in there. One is for our Google site. It's called Hello US Grant, and it is a place where we have lots of information, but specifically down in the middle of the page, scroll down next to the moon and stars, you'll see it, is our US Grant promo. It has our slideshow of many of the things that go on here. I know that we all like to see pictures, so let me drop that in to the chat right now, and you can go there if you want to look at that. And the next thing I'm going to drop is the enrollment form. So I will say before I drop that in, just be aware that there's lots of information here and lots of reading, and you take your time. So if you want to complete the form later, that's fine. I hope that you will fill it out as soon as possible so that we can know what classes you're selecting. But remember, you could even fill this out twice. And we would always take the most recent request, the recent form, okay? So I don't want you to be stressed about this. We'll try to answer any of your questions as we go along. Here is the link to the form. So it says forms. And it should look something, let me share my screen here. Something like this. So you should see freshman pre-enrollment form 2021-22. And if you could give me a thumbs up that you're seeing that or you are accessing that, that'd be great. You're going to be working your way through the form. You're going to see some classes specifically about honors. And Ms. Thomas wants to share specifically about what those honors classes mean.
Okay, so honors classes are classes that are a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging material, but they set you up to be on the AP track and to go and for college bound. If you know for sure that you want to go to college and you're a great student, you make A's and B's, make sure that you sign up for honors classes. The GPA is weighted differently. I'm so sorry, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. I have my dog with me today because she's going through the therapy dog training. Hey, that's one of our teachers. Yeah, you want to say something about AP classes?
Yeah. Hi all, my name is Ms. Stepazinski. I just go by Ms. Stay, but I teach AP biology. So when Ms. Thomas is saying, like, if you're interested in challenging classes or courses that will lead you to be really well set up for, sorry, can't hear me, really well set up for college, AP Bio is one of those classes. So if you're into science, if you think you want to go into nursing or become a doctor or whatever, definitely check out the honors science track. So making sure you do take honors bio, especially if you took physical science in 8th grade, then you can go into honors bio with Ms. Harris and then come see me in AP Bio after you take chemistry.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see you there.
Thank you, Ms. Kay. Thanks for stopping by. So when you take an honors course, they're weighted differently. We'll get into that a little bit more next year when you're actually here and we're talking about how high school works. Thank you. sorry, guys. But if you make A's and B's in your core classes and you think, you know what, it's not that challenging. I think I can handle it. Then sign up for those honors classes. We want to see as many people get into those honors classes and on that AP track. So what is AP? AP means that when you're an upperclassman, if you've taken the honors classes, your freshman, sophomore, junior years, then you can actually take an AP class. And what that is you can earn college credit while in high school if you take that AP class and you pass the test at the end of the semester. The teachers work really hard to get you to pass that test, so don't be scared of it. But you do kind of need to start as a freshman on that track so that you were prepared. If there are any questions about honors courses, or maybe you think, you know what, I really want to push myself. I want to try to do some honors courses, but I don't know if I can handle it. A good person to talk to would be your teachers that you currently have right now. You can also talk to Dr. Hopper and I, and we can look at your records and kind of talk to you about what that caseload is. Maybe you just want to take one honors course. That's okay. But we really want you to challenge yourself. So be thinking about that. You will sign up in this pre-enrollment survey. You will have an option to select honors or regular. So it'll say English 1 or honors English 1. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Thomas. So you're going to be selecting 4 core classes. The core classes are those that are required for graduation. Everybody takes those: English, math, science, and a social studies. The next is you're going to choose, you have 3 electives. Electives are the classes that you want to take, and they should be fun and classes that you enjoy. You'll have 3 for a total of 7 classes next year, but we're going to ask you to select 5. So 5 electives. And that way we know that not all classes are available. Sometimes they fill up real quick. We just want to know your preferences. 2 of those classes can be sports. So if you're going to pick a sport for one of your electives, pick a fall and a spring sport. Fall. What sports are played in the fall, Ms. Thomas?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. Volleyball, basketball, football.
In spring?
We have track and field. We have golf, rowing,
Soccer.
tennis, soccer.
Soccer.
We have so many things. And let me say this, high school is kind of the time where you can try all of those things for free. So if you're thinking about it, or at a really low cost. So if you're thinking about going out for tennis, but you've never picked up a tennis racket, that's okay. This is the time to try it out. As an adult, if I were gonna pick up tennis, it would cost me probably hundreds of dollars to take lessons and all the equipment, but you can do that here without paying that money and find out if you really like something or if you're good at it. You might discover that you're not as athletic as you thought, or you might discover that you're super athletic and do really well. But you also earn credit for those sports.
That's right. So you're going to pick 4 core classes and at least 3 electives. We're going to give you 5 choices. For those of you who are interested in E3, your choices are fairly limited, but you'll need to select E3 and that'll take you to the form, the part of the form that has those particular classes for E3. If you're not certain, if you change your mind, if something comes up, don't worry. We can fix it, okay? We want to make sure just right now with this form to get your input as soon as possible about your classes next year. If you come next year and you decide that you've changed your mind or there's something that comes up about E3, we will figure it out and let us know. But if you are for sure certain you want to do E3, pick that one. If you're sure that you want to do the traditional school route, do that. There's more information on this form than you'll probably have access to ever or want to, but there's descriptions for all the courses. You can find those in the academic planning guide. You can find credit check sheets right at the very first of the form that tells you how many credits you need to graduate and what credits. So high school can be pretty complex and confusing, but that's why Ms. Thomas and I are here to help you figure it out. We've got some good questions in the chat. One of those
Yeah, go
was
ahead
about
and,
E3, right?
sorry, go ahead and start filling them out.
Yeah, fill out your forms. Begin now. If you have questions along the way, put it in the chat or chime in. We'll try to answer those.
Remember, if you are currently taking honors science, you're going to sign up for honors biology next year. If you were in regular science, you're going to sign up for physical science. I'm not sure who the wrestling coach will be. Right now, it's Mr. Merrick, but sometimes those change. So it could change. E3 is your virtual option for school. That means that you're working independently online, that you do not have a class that meets, you don't have a teacher that you meet with daily. And I do want to say that the E3 curriculum is a little bit, from what I've been told from students, a little bit more challenging. So you kind of have to be pretty motivated, self-motivated, and stay on top of it. I don't know where Coach Waller is right now. How do you sign up for sports? By filling out the survey, you can select the sports that you would like. You're also going to have lots of opportunities when you're actually here in the building to sign up for sports. So don't stress about that too much. So everyone should be filling out this enrollment form right now.
Thomas, can you drop the link to the pre-enrollment form one more time?
Yeah, let me get it.
Jonathan asks, is E3 harder? I think it is.
I have had students tell me that it's a lot harder, and that they struggle with the E3 curriculum. I think the hardest thing about E3 for a lot of students is really keeping up with it, because you're on your own. I don't have the link, Copper. Where did it go?
It really has to do with your level of motivation.
Yes.
So if you're not motivated to do the work on your own at home or wherever, it's really hard. And sometimes doing the work, as you all know, at home with technical issues is hard too.
So there's a question about Summit. As of right now, I believe we are doing Summit next year. I'm not sure if there's any new information about that right now, but if you are in Summit, if you're in Summit and want to stay in Summit, make sure you're selecting Summit on this form.
Mhm. Got some great questions.
Typically, freshmen, usually you have to have 1 full year of PE and 1 full year of art. And so most of the time for freshmen, we try to get those 2 credits taken care of your freshman year. But go ahead and select what kind of art you want, what kind of physical activity you want. PE, it's not just PE, weightlifting counts towards that. Dance, we have a great dance program here. So if you're interested in dance, I recommend you sign up for that. What else? JROTC is a PE credit.
We want to especially promote the fine arts programs here at Grant. And so we do have band. If you want to be in band or choir, we have theater, musical theater. We've got dance, guitar, piano.
There's Hopper there, Dr. Hopper, there's a question about what is JROTC. Do you want to explain that or?
Sure. So that is affiliated here at US Grant with the Marine Corps. So it's a military sciences class. And so it's not joining the military or anything like that, but you typically students who are part of that learn leadership skills, they do physical training, they dress in uniforms on Thursdays. And Lieutenant Colonel Rosso is our teacher for that course. So if you're interested, definitely put that on your form.
They do a lot of like conditioning, working out. It can be taken all 4 years if you love it. And the upperclassmen actually get to shoot air rifles at targets. It's a really cool class.
I spoke about the performing arts, but we have art classes, we have ceramics, we have sculpture. Some of those are not available yet for freshmen because they require Art 1, but some pretty cool help me, Miss Thomas. I'm thinking of a performing arts, and then there's the other arts.
Liberal and performing arts. So we have things like ceramics and sculpture, where you're using your hands and tools to form, to make formations out of clay. How does it feel doing traditional on campus? How does it feel doing traditional on campus? It's great. It's wonderful. We want you here. We want you here in the building. We want everybody back, but we want you back safely too. So I don't know what the plan is for next year yet. But we are completing this form with the hopes that we will be back in the building in person. I'm not sure if that answered your question, but I'll keep trying if I need to.
So Ms.
Somebody
Keeling,
asked about a phone number. Just put the phone number that is easiest to reach you at.
so as soon as students are complete with filling out the form, Ms. Keeling, they're finished, correct?
Yes, that's all that we have for them today.
All
I'm
right.
assuming, let me make sure, Ms. Bates, that's all we have for them today, correct? Ms. Bates, you're on mute.
Yes, that's all we have for them today.
So they should be
They're finished
looking
for
also.
today. Thank you.
I think the link will be sent out again. I've sent it to you all. If you need to revisit the form again, we can certainly do that. Don't forget to Hello US Grant Google site. It has lots of information as well as some cool slides about what goes on here. But really appreciate all your students, and I know that they've had some really good questions. And again, we'll hang out here as long as there's some students who still have questions.
And I gave them that information so they can go there and see all those great things at Grant.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have so many wonderful programs. If you've completed the form, you've gone through every page. The question is, are they allowed to leave?
Yes, we answered that, so we can go.
Sorry. You can go. Unless you just want to like hang out with me.
It's pretty quiet here at Grant with no students in the building. So any human interaction, even if it's on the Zoom.
There's a message, Team 8A needs to do a dashboard SDL assignment. So make sure you guys are getting that done. So return to your teacher and complete PFAs. Link not found. Is it hard to get to classes here? Let me tell you, no, not anymore. You know, we used to have a lot of students here at Grant, and now our numbers have gone down a little bit since the district changed boundaries. So we have a little bit more space. Occasionally, you might be pushing it if you have PE on the other side of the building and a class on this side of the building, but we always give you plenty of time to get to class.
I always say about high school is it's okay to be nervous about coming to high school for the first time, but do not be afraid. Everyone can be a success here. Everyone. I know that. I know it. And we're here to help you be a success.
Yeah, our job, Dr. Hopper's job and my job, we don't do discipline. Our only job is to help you, whether that is with academics, your schedule, or if you're having a hard time with something at home or relationships, friendships. So please, please always come and talk to us. It stays between us. There are limitations on that, but we do try to keep things confidential, and we are here to help you. That's our job. So I have a question. What's the difference between the English classes? There really should only be two options. One is a regular English, which is great. The other is an honors English. So if you're really good at English, you don't have a problem in that class, you make A's and B's, I would recommend taking the honors English class.
Especially if you're thinking about going to college.
Yes.
It is more challenging, but college is challenging, and this begins to prepare you for that. And we don't want students to just take the easy route. Come on.
No.
You're too smart for that. Should take the
honor. If you are, and I really want everyone to think about college, because it is attainable for most people. But if that's not something that you're interested in, we have other great programs that you'll learn more about once you're here, like Metro Tech, and we have Health Science Academy. We've got a lot of really amazing things happening here for you. If you are thinking about college, you do need to plan on taking, we call it a 4x4, 4 Englishes, 4 maths, 4 sciences, 4 social studies. So those are your core classes, and you want to take those all 4 years, because that's going to really prepare you for college.
And that will get you the honors degree.
Yes, the honors
degree.
To
wear the silver or the white robes at graduation.
Yeah, you get to
everybody else
out.
wears red. I did neglect to mention the Health Academy here at US Grant. And so that is an extra science class, and it's based on the career tech, if you're interested in a career in healthcare. So I would encourage students, if they are thinking about that, to mark on there you want to be, are interested in the Health Academy.
Yeah.
To get
And
you
there's a
ready.
question about Metro Tech program. The way Metro Tech works is that you go to Metro Tech for half of a day, and then you're in the building half the day. Freshmen do not go to Metro Tech, but sometimes sophomores do. So next year when you're here in the building, you'll get more information about Metro Tech, but it is a half-day program. The bus picks you up here and takes you there and drops you off here when you're done. There was another question, Jonathan, if you're in 8th grade and you're filling out this form, then yes, you are coming to high school next year.
We think you are. We're expecting you. Do your grades, Jonathan.
You will be here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to say real quick, Dr. Hopper, you're so right. I think this building is rather large and it's really intimidating at the beginning. I know my first day here, I was like, oh my gosh, I have no idea where I'm going. But we always try to be in the hallways. There's always somebody in the hallway to help you. And after like 2 weeks, it will not feel that big anymore. Just like Jefferson did at first, I'm sure. Good job. Way to go, guys, completing this. This is so important. It helps us out. It helps you out. And if, let's say, you change your mind about a class, you signed up for drama and you decided you didn't want drama anymore, we do have a window of time where you can request a schedule change once the school year starts. So don't stress out about it. I don't, the baseball coach, I don't know. Cornish, is that Coach Cornish? So he's probably going to be here next year. He's also the weightlifting coach, teacher.
Let me share another thing about Metro Tech. Metro Tech is for your junior and senior year. In your sophomore year, if you are interested in the STEM Academy,
Yeah, sorry.
that is a sophomore, and you'll do your application typically for Metro Tech your sophomore year, unless you're interested in the STEM Academy, and that will be next year, your 9th grade year.
They do still have
Yeah, they still do. And you can go Google Metro Tech and you can see all the programs that they have.
Yeah, there's if you go to, you go to Metro Tech, Oklahoma City, just Google that, and it'll show you all the high school programs they have, and then all the adult programs that they have, which you would be looking at the high school ones. There was a question about honors again. So the question is, do you have to take all the honors classes? You don't have to. We would prefer that you kind of stay on that honors track and take all as many as you can, but we also don't want you to get overwhelmed and frustrated and have too much of a workload. So you really have to do what you think is best for you. But if you make A's and B's, and you come to school, you attend school every day, then go for it. Take all those honors classes. Here's the thing about high school. If you show up to your class and you turn something in or you participate, you're going to pass. You're going to do great here. If you decide to skip class, we always find out, they always find you, but really you're just hurting yourself. You just are hurting yourself because here at high school, you're earning credits. You have to have credits to graduate. If you fail a class, we don't have the space to let you retake it another year. You have to make it up on your own time. You have to make it up in summer school or night school. But you don't graduate unless you get your credits. Yeah, you can sign up for a Spanish class. We have Spanish 1, 2, we have honors Spanish. If you already speak Spanish, If you read it and write it and you're fluent in Spanish, then we need you to take the Spanish exam where you can earn credit just by passing that test.
So everybody, if you are finished with your form, you are free to go. But we don't mind you sticking around and asking questions either.
Way to go, Alexa. Yeah, sign up for Spanish. 23 credits are needed to graduate.
Minimum.
The Health Science Academy is more like a medical, that's a good question. It's more, oh my gosh, my brain. Dr. Hopper.
Yeah, so the Health Science Academy is like we said, it's an extra science class for, we take one of your electives and put that extra science. The first one is Principles of Biomedicine. It's a great way to explore whether you want or think, you might think you want to be in healthcare. This is just a way to explore that. And, you know, after you take that class, you may be saying, yes, I'm excited about this. I want the next one. Or you may say, I don't like the sight of blood. I'm not into this.
It's a really
we want
cool
that
program.
to happen before you
Yes.
become a surgeon and then discover you don't like the sight of blood.
Yeah, it's a great program and they do a lot of really cool things. I've seen some of her, it's virtual diagnosing people and their medical ailments, and you kind of have to investigate and figure out what's wrong with them. It's a cool class. Yes, we have band. It should be on the form, so select it. And then acting class, that would be drama. Drama would be acting. So great questions, guys. Art 1 is just a level 1 art class. Okay, so you're gonna learn different components about basic art and drawing. I think there's a lot of drawing in that class.
Mhm. Good questions, everybody. Again, if you are finished, you are free to go. If you're still thinking, that's fine too.
So film study, it's a class where you watch movies. That might sound silly, but you do. You watch a lot of movies, and you learn about different components of film and filmmaking and different like plots of the films. You really just dive into everything film related. The Spanish test is not a class. It's just an exam that we would sign you up for. But yeah, if you can speak Spanish, there's 2 parts to it. If you pass both parts, you actually earn 2 credits of Spanish. If you only pass the first part, that's okay. You earn 1 credit, and then your first Spanish class here at Grant would be Spanish 2. The difference between Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 is Spanish 1 is the beginner Spanish class. You have to take that one first. You cannot just sign up for Spanish 2 without that Spanish 1 credit. Good job finishing. When you're done, go ahead and return to your teachers.
Yearbook. So the yearbook class is by teacher approval, and Grant has a yearbook every year with all the pictures in it, and part of that class is designing and putting that yearbook together, if that's helpful. And yes, you
So-
can take art.
Yeah, art, yes.
All
Drawing
the
and
classes,
painting.
here's a hint, all the classes that are listed, you can take. Just check the
Yeah.
box.
Remember that high school is what you make of it. I really think that the more involved you get, the more fun you're going to have and the better experience it's going to be. So if you're not into athletics, that's okay. We have a lot of other things too. We have clubs. You can do music, guitar, piano. We have do you want to talk about the gaming? There's a question about gaming.
Oh, we have a game. We have an e-game team. Esports. So if you're interested in that, that's an extracurricular after school club. So we have it.
Where would you be able to find this form again, Dr. Hopper?
This
Remember,
form
yep,
is
that was one of
on
the questions.
Hello US Grant.
Hello, US Grant. Get used to that website. It's a Google site that Dr. Hopper and I, here it is. Look how pretty it is, guys. It's just so amazing. Everything you need to know right here on this site.
There's the
Yeah,
link.
you can take acting. That's called, Jonathan, that's called drama. So Avid is a really great program. I thought they had Avid at Jefferson. They don't.
Yes,
You do, yeah.
we do have Avid.
Okay, I thought so. I was like, I think they have it at. So Avid is kind of like a college prep type of class. If we don't do Summit, what are the other choices?
Yeah, just click no on Summit.
Yeah, you just say yes or no for Summit. Computer graphic design is where you take a computer class and you learn how to create graphic designs and different type of oh my gosh, I just left my brain. Like programs on the computer.
So there's computer
Apps.
classes that do like
Thank you.
numbers, like, you're dealing with Excel
Yeah.
or words, you're doing word processing, but computer graphic, you're working with pictures. That's kind of the way I think of it.
That was way better than the way I was saying it.
And again, if your friends missed out on our great Zoom meeting today, don't worry. The link is out there for students to fill out the form. Miss Bates at least does have that link if you need it
Yes,
again.
and I sent it to their teachers as well.
And I will say that this slideshow that's running there on Hello US Grant has clickable links, so you can click on the links and get more information.
Yeah, that would make you, if you're on stage acting, then yeah, you're an actor.
Yes. Good job, Roger. Thanks for filling out the form. Again, if you are done, you're free to return back to your wherever you need to be, your class, teacher.
Oh, mechanical trades. We didn't talk about that, did we? That's welding. And we have you can take it for 4 years. And if you love it, you take it for 4 years. And then I believe you can go on and get certified right after high school and make some money.
If you are interested in welding, I can get you an immediate job, and a job that they will pay a scholarship for you to go to college while you're working as a welder.
And making good money working as a welder. Yay, Jonathan. That's why we're here. We are here to make your dreams come true. I'm so happy to hear this.
All caps, Miss Thomas.
I know. I can feel the excitement. That's why we're here. That's why I wake up in the morning. Make your dream come true.
All right.
I need to change some of that.
Looks like we're down to about 24 participants.
Okay. Where do you go to see the page that he's on, who's on? I don't understand.
Oh, the page that I'm on? Yeah, that's Hello US Grant.
Oh, okay.
And I've got it full screen, so I'll make it smaller.
Show them what the top of it looks like. There you go. That's the top of it. And it's a Google site. It's called Hello US Grant.
I'll drop the link in the chat one more time here. You can see it.
Dr. Hopper and I do all these silly videos that you can watch in your spare time.
And the announcements for the week.
Oh, the announcements are super important, guys. That's where you get all of your information.
And then right over here is the pre-enrollment form that you're filling out right now, just in case you need it later. And there's also the academic planning guide that has descriptions for every single course. But it's really hard to navigate, especially on a Chromebook.
Yeah, those Chromebooks. Jemiah, you're gonna pick either honors English or regular English. Those are the only two options. So honors is gonna put you on that AP track. They're a little bit harder classes. It's a little bit like their curriculum's a little more difficult, a little bit more work. And if you make A's and B's in English and you want to try it, go for it. But those are really the only two options, regular English or honors.
It may be more challenging, but it might be more fun too.
Jonathan, then you absolutely need to take drama.
Jonathan needs to take drama. Yeah.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff on this Google site. Also, additionally, like Oklahoma's Promise, you need help.
All the students got the Oklahoma Promise. I gave out the brochures and the application, so they have that.
Good, that's awesome.
Yes.
So Ms. Bates, in your question about the different certificates, are you talking about the graduation?
Yes.
So there's basically there's three, but there's two tracks. So there's the honors track, and that is a diploma that is called a certificate of distinction. And so to graduate with honors, you have to have how many honors classes, core classes each year, Ms. Thomas?
Sorry, what was that, 4?
Yeah, you need 4. 4
yeah.
Math, 4 science, 4 social studies, and 4 science. So, and that graduation, those who graduate with honors get the diploma, the certificate of distinction diploma, but they get to wear silver or white. White is for the valedictorian and the salutatorian. Otherwise, everybody else wears red here at Grant. Now, there's the Work Ready College Prep diploma. That's the most common track, and it's four English, 4 social studies, 3 science, and 3 math. And that's really the very basic difference. And I think that everybody might be able to understand that. So how about we just say we'll be here for about 5 more minutes, just if anybody has any questions. If you are continuing to fill out the form, great. If you're finished, thank you very much. You're free.
Go back to their classes.
Go back to your class.
Yes.
Make sure you're turning your work in.
Want to pass? Go to class.
That's right.
Counted present. Those are all very important skills that you will need in high school.
Ms. Thomas, that sounds like a sticker.
I know. We say it a lot. We say it a lot around here.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to adopt that.
Yeah, want to pass? Go to class. It's really all you gotta do. Maybe turn in a couple of things.
And we try our best to remind students that in high school it's about getting credit, and you will not get credit for classes that you do not go to. If you're absent too many times, you'll lose credit. Or if you don't turn any work in and you make a 59 or below, you won't get credit.
Right.
And then you have to maybe retake that class in order to graduate on time.
And I tell them to start pre-planning, looking at the career path they want to take, and so they'll stay on target. Don't waste any time on something that's not going to help you on the career path that you're going. Make sure you know where you want to go, what classes are involved. You take those classes. If there's any wiggle room for a little extra, then that you can do that. But otherwise, stay on that path so that you make sure everything is covered.
Yep.
No surprises at the end. But they say you can't walk. Oh, well, we don't want that. We want to make you done all this work. We want you to walk.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. And I think that career goal can be very exciting and make your classes more meaningful. If you know where you want to go and what you want to do. That way you're not taking something that it's not going to help you reach your goal. Right.
That I give them an example. When I went to college, when I signed up, I was going to be a doctor, I thought. And so the first day of class, and the professor was saying, well, you're going to have to cut open this cat and you're going to do all this. And I was like, oh no, wait a minute. He said, well, if you're not going to do that, you need to go change your major. Grabbed my books and went over there and I changed my major.
Yeah, we hope that there's enough here to explore and kind of get an idea of what you don't like so you can weed that out and be prepared. Right. So what is physical science? Physical science is the science class that you take as a freshman. Typically all of our freshmen take that class unless they're doing the honors track, and then you would take honors biology, but it's just one of our science courses.
It's like basic science. So you're intro to science. So you get introduced to physics and chemistry and biology all in that one class.
Yeah.
So I would say that in middle school, it's all about career exploration. You're looking at all those careers and thinking about dreaming. But in high school, it's preparation, career preparation. So we are getting ready. So hopefully you've had, 2 or 3 career, things in mind so we can work towards that. And if you haven't started by the time you reach high school, don't worry, but we need to start thinking about what you want to do on that, Saturday morning when you wake up after graduation night. What are you going to do that next day?
They did a college tour this morning.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they were online this morning looking at the different university and colleges and the things that they offer, the requirements and things like that. So they did that this morning. And
good.
They're working on getting those careers interest surveys done. So that
Oh yeah, that
yes, ma'am. Yeah, some of them have completed and some of them haven't. So on that.
So the Health Science Academy is a great way to explore health careers here at US Grant. And so it's an extra science class. If you'd like to be a part of the academy here at Grant, we can add an extra science class in place of one of your electives, and you could explore and think about and determine whether that's a right fit for you, working in the health field, being a nurse, doctor, physical therapist, all those things that go along with health careers. So Jonathan's asking about how does it feel, high school and college?
Feels great. It's so good to be here. This is where you want to be.
There's a lot more freedom than in middle school with high school. And then there's even more freedom in college. But with that freedom, it's more responsibility on the student. So just remember, it's always a kind of a trade-off. It's really good. It's great. I like that freedom, but that means that I'm responsible now for my getting to class and doing the work. And even so, more so in college, lots of freedom, but there's not those teachers or those counselors that are right there all the time. But everybody can do it. Everybody can do high school. Everybody can do college. It might seem intimidating, but at first, but everybody can do it. Well, Ms. Bates, I have 2:00, and I think we're going to sign off here and say thank you very much. Thanks to everybody who's helped make this possible. Anything else, Ms. Thomas?
Nope. If you want to know what's going on here at Grant, go to Hello US Grant. Go to that website, that Google site, and look around. You'll kind of have a good idea of what's happening here. And just remember that we are here for you. And you can email us, you can call us if you need to. But yeah, we're excited to have you guys next year.
Okay, everyone.
And thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Dr. Hopper and Ms. Thomas. Thank you
You're
all
welcome.
much. And I'm sure they're still excited about getting to high school. Tell them that's
Oh, yeah.
So
It's
thank
a
we
big
hope so.
step. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is. I tell them they're going to have so much fun in high school. I'm telling you, they just
Oh,
can't
yeah.
understand that how much fun they're going to have.
That's right. Not too much
Yes.
fun.
Yes, right.
All right,
Thank
everyone.
you guys.